Ludum Dare is a game development competition where participants have 48 hours to create a game based on a given theme. It is held multiple times a year and is a great opportunity for game developers to showcase their skills and creativity. First of all, congratulations on completing Ludum Dare 52. Can you tell us a bit about the game you created for the competition? What was the theme, and how did you incorporate it into your game?
The theme of the jam was Harvest, and I decided to make a game parody of Dune called Dune's Harvest of the Spice. I was thinking of having a chill jam, sleeping well and taking my time, but it's ended up kind of stressful.
That sounds like an interesting concept for a game. Can you explain more about how you incorporated the theme of Harvest into your game? How did you come up with the idea for a Dune parody, and what challenges did you face while developing it?
It is a first-person shooter. Your objective is to collect 10,000 spice from 10 harvesters, and you have to fight with the local phoenix and sword-wielding sandworms, but unfortunately I did not have time to make sandworms. Another twist in the game, your spaceship has onboard computer DALI, which is obsessed with physics experiments and wants to discover the Higgs boson. If you don't return in time to the ship, DALI will make wormhole and destroy the universe. I used a lot of ChatGPT and DALI to help with the concept art, ideation and dialogues. I was just chatting with ChatGPT to come up with the game design document. Also, ChatGPT generated quirky dialogues of DALI, and I used DALI to create a concept art of phoenix people, sandworms, wielding swords, spaceship, and a harvester. Unfortunately, due to the problems with Unreal Engine, I had no time to make sandworms and spaceship.
That sounds like an ambitious and unique game concept, incorporating elements of sci-fi and physics into the traditional Dune setting. It's interesting that you used AI tools like ChatGPT and DALI to help with the game's development. Can you tell us more about how you used these tools in your process and how they influenced the final product? And what challenges you faced while using these tools?
I used Unreal Engine 5.1, Blender to make 3D models, and Bitwig to make an OST. It is still a mystery for me how to export animation from Blender to Unreal Engine. This part of the pipeline is very buggy and it always gives me a hard time. Also, I spent too much time trying to fix two bugs in the engine. One is open level function for some reason did not work in the build version of the game. It was working fine in the editor, but as soon as I built the game, it did not work. I made the workaround by using blueprints. Open level function works in blueprints. Another one is the nav mesh. The same problem works perfectly fine in the editor, but the build version for some reason had an old version of the nav mesh. I think I fixed it by building paths.
It sounds like you faced some technical challenges while working with Unreal Engine. It's great that you were able to find workarounds for these issues, but it's also understandable that it took up a significant portion of your time. Can you tell us more about the final product of your game and how the gameplay turned out? And what you have learned from this experience that you will take with you for your future game developments?
According to comments, the player has found it challenging to fight against Phoenix, which is making the game less fun. It is hard to find the balance between the difficulty of the game and the fun. I would not say I learned, but it is also a reminder the current state of game developing still requires a lot of babysitting and intricate knowledge of the engine and software. So this game jam taught me about two more hidden stones in the Unreal Engine.
It sounds like you had a challenging experience with balancing the difficulty of the game, which is a common issue for game developers. It's understandable that you may not have had enough time to fine-tune the gameplay during the 72-hour time frame of the competition. However, it's good that you got feedback from players, which can help you to improve the game in the future. And it's also great that you were able to learn more about the Unreal Engine and how to troubleshoot some of the issues that you encountered. Overall, it sounds like you had a valuable learning experience and it will be beneficial for your future game development projects. Thank you, Mika, for sharing your experience and insights on your Dune LD52 game development project. It's always interesting to hear about the creative process and technical challenges that game developers face, and it's clear that you put a lot of effort and thought into your game. I wish you all the best for your future game development projects and hope to see more of your work in the future. To viewers, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment, it helps with the algorithm. See you next time.